Some people are very good at speaking, telling their stories, and being able to inspire others. But a good listener is often more important than speaking. So let's start today's lesson from class 5th, and the name of the lesson is Be a Good Listener. It is important to be a good listener when you are learning a language or when you are dealing with other people. A good listener is always attentive. Listener means a person who listens. Are you a good listener? You can find it out with the help of following questions. Here are some questions. This will help you to understand what are the qualities of good listener. So let's start. When you are listening to someone, do you look at the person or do you turn your head away or toy with something else? If someone is talking with you or telling you something, you should always look at the person. You should keep your eye contact with that person. Eyes are the mirror of soul. A good listener keep eye contact with the speaker. A good listener always look at the person. When your teacher talking, your eyes should be up front. Don't look out the windows or at the kids next to you. Look at your teacher. If you are turning your head away or toy with something else, you are playing with your hands, your pencil, your hairs, then these are not good sign of good listener. A good listener does not check their phone, playing with their hands, etc. when someone is sharing with them. Let's see the second topic. Point number 2. Do you pay attention to what the speaker is saying? If you want to be a good listener, you should always pay attention to the person who is speaking. A good listener shows interest by nodding his head or by smiling at appropriate time. Good listeners pay close attention to the speaker. Do you make any special efforts to understand the speaker? Here are some of the things that will help you to understand the speaker better. If you hear some new or unfamiliar word, try to guess their meaning from the context. Context means reference or from that situation. Here one example is given for you so you can understand this point better. The man told to this little girl to bring the vase that has pink roses. Further he said it is on the dining table. But our little girl did not know the meaning of vase. So she started guessing the meaning of vase from the context, from the situation. Here she guesses three things. Vase means a bed of roses. Vase means a kind of pot. And a vase means a frog. But she knows that the vase has pink roses and it is on the dining table. So from this information, from this context, she can easily guess the meaning of vase. It means a kind of pot. It means if you hear a new word or any unfamiliar word, you have to guess its meaning from the context. This is one of the quality of good listener. Visualize what the speaker, what the teacher is trying to say, what his teacher is talking about. Let's see the other points now. You try to guess what the speaker will say next. A good listener always guess, he always prejudice what a speaker is going to say next. Try to keep listening when you feel that you do not understand the speaker or even when you disagree with the speaker. Sometimes you do not understand what speaker is trying to say or sometimes you are not agree with them. You are not agree with the speaker. But you should not break the speaker's conversation in middle. Don't interrupt. Good listener do not talk when others are speaking. They wait. They wait for the speaker to finish and then they put their thoughts, get their doubts clarified by asking polite questions. Wait for the speaker to finish what he is saying. Then you can get doubts clarified by asking polite questions. Do not feel shy or afraid to ask questions if you do not understand what is being said. Put your questions to the speaker politely. A good listener asks questions if anything is not clear without getting shy or afraid when the speaker has finished. They do not feel shy or afraid to ask questions. Sometimes it helps to note down important words or points even as you listen. Good listener takes notes or points as they listen. Taking out notes helps you to grasp new concepts, retain information, and stay focused while you are listening. Lastly, it also helps to keep thinking about what you have heard. You may grasp the meaning of difficult words or phrases later on. A good listener remembers. They remember and follow up conversation whenever possible. They also grasp the meaning of new words or phrases later on. They summarize what they have heard. So, this was some qualities of good listener. Let's have a look again. A good listener look at the person. A good listener pays attention. A good listener thinks about what they have heard. A good listener sits still. A good listener asks questions. A good listener gives feedback. A good listener do not interrupt the speaker. A good listener stay focused. So, this was the lesson, be a good listener.